Living in Costa Rica has been an incredible adventure for me, my niece, and our dog Titus. As a homeschooling auntie, I get to support my niece's passion for surfing and volleyball while she gets to learn at a pace that suits our new lifestyle. We also get to explore this beautiful country and enjoy amazing food together. At the same time, I get to run my online beauty and wellness business and create content for my social media channels. We are here learning how to balance work, life, travel, and self love, all while growing and enjoying every moment abroad. Follow along as we share our journey of family, fun, and creativity in the jungle. Okay, I don't need my glasses right now just to talk. I had to seek shelter. Ooh, it hurts. I had to seek shelter under the little canopy. It might stop raining. I don't know. It's not raining too hard, but I can see it's still raining a little bit. But that's why I decided to come over here to Playa 506, because if I sat out there and it started to rain, I could run in here and get some shelter, because I've been trying to sit out here for months and talk to y'all and let y'all know what's going on, what I have planned, what I've been doing. But it's always raining, or I don't feel like lugging my computer and lugging all the things down this way. And then I'll be running around with Gia all the time. So here I am, ready to talk. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brooke McCoy, and I am the aunt to Gia and Golden McCoy. I said that like they're celebrities or something. They are to me and people who know. I've been living abroad in Costa Rica with my niece for the past, exactly 5 months. It was 5 months yesterday. I'm a licensed esthetician in the state of Georgia. I'm a nail tech in the state of Georgia and Texas. I'm also a makeup artist. I am now venturing over into content creation, and this is going to be my first official video on my YouTube channel. Welcome. Okay, so a lot of people have been asking me, why did we even move here? What was it? And number one, it didn't have nothing to do with Trump. I hate that question. It's so ridiculous. I was going to come out here anyway. It wouldn't have mattered who was president. I was already leaving. But I fell in love with Costa Rica back in 2016 when I first came out here on a Mother's Day weekend. My first solo trip, and it was amazing. The people here are very nice. The food was wonderful. I just got to really just relax and just enjoy my time being by myself and being somewhere I had never been before. I was supposed to be going on a girls' trip. Where was we going? Oh, supposed to go to Cabo. Supposed to go to Cabo with a homegirl. Supposed to be me and her and maybe one other girl. And she started turning my trip into her girls' trip. And I didn't know her friends. I didn't want to be dealing with all them other people I didn't know out the country and all of that. So I went on and told her that I couldn't get off work. I said, oh yeah, girl, I can't get off work. I ain't gonna be able to go. And she's like, oh, okay, that's no problem. And I went on to decide to find me somewhere to go. And I had a client at the nail salon I used to work at in Houston. She had been to Costa Rica, so she had been telling me all these wonderful things about Costa Rica. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Costa Rica. So I called Mama up, asked her if she could come down and watch Gia for me. I flew her down so she could watch Gia and take her to school. And I booked me a trip, and I came to Costa Rica, not knowing nobody, not ever going anywhere out of the country by myself. The flight was a little tricky because we got turned back around, and I don't know what happened, but we got turned back around, and then we had to get on another plane, and then we loaded up to another plane, and then when we got there, it was a little late, so everything was closed, and I was looking for somewhere to eat. I met another American there who knew some people that stayed on the beach, and he had asked them to open up their little shack where they cooked food that they had already closed down and fix me something to eat. Mind you, I didn't know this man. I had just got off the plane. I had just checked in the hotel, just got off the plane, met the guy, chopped it up with him. He asked his friends to open up their little restaurant. They opened it up. They fixed me some red snapper. They made me some rice and beans. I had a salad, and I had an imperial beer. And when I got ready to pay them, they didn't even want my money. And I'm like, where am I? what is this, you know? And that's when I fell in love with the place, because who does that? Have to be really, really amazing people to just fix a stranger some food and not even charge them after you were closed, you know? That would have never happened in the States. Never. Y'all know that. So after being here about 4 or 5 days and just relaxing and enjoying myself, I just fell in love with the place. So that was 2016. I didn't come back to Costa Rica until it's 2025. I didn't come back until 2023. And what was so crazy, when I came back in 2023, I went to the same little boutique hotel, it's like a little restaurant hotel. Went there. I ended up with the same room I had the last time, and it was amazing. One of my homegirls, she met me, and she was there for about 3 days. I stayed a week, and she was there with me for about 3 days. But what happened was, when it was time for me to go home, I remember I was crying in the shower. I did not want to go back to Atlanta. I did not want to go. And I was just crying and crying and crying. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Get it together. Why are you crying? I just didn't want to come back. I just didn't. I was over it. I was over Atlanta. I've been over Atlanta. But you guys know I came back because my mom was getting older. So that's what I did. So after that little crying fit, I was like, well, maybe you need to move down there. I don't know. We'll see. So I started talking to Gia about it, like, hey, how do you feel about living abroad or living somewhere else? And y'all don't know, Gia is really, she's really awesome, but she'll go anywhere. She don't want to be in one spot. She wants to travel. She wants to meet new people. She wants to go different places. So she was down from the beginning. So then last summer, that's when I decided to bring her on vacation. I surprised her and brought her out here so she could get a feel, because I couldn't explain to her how I was feeling about Costa Rica. I needed her to come down here and experience whatever she was going to experience, so we both could make the decision together, because that's a big decision to move out of the country. So once she came down here, she was hooked. I mean, she picked the house where we live, because I was like, oh, it's too small. I don't know. She's like, no, it's perfect. This is where we're going to live. This is what I want. I was like, okay, cool. So that's how we ended up here in Costa Rica. But that's not why we decided to move here to Puerto Viejo, because where I used to go was on the Guanacaste side, on the Pacific Ocean side. We're on the Caribbean Ocean side now. It was real laid back and chill. Not a whole bunch to do where I was. So I didn't want to go there because she would be bored out of her mind. So I'd heard good things about Puerto Viejo. So we came here, and it's been working out fine. I've been meeting friends. Gia's made some friends. She's pretty active. She has her volleyball. She has basketball now. She has her surfing on Wednesday. What else? Oh, and she has her art class on Wednesday. So Gia, she's pretty full. I'm not that active. I am still trying to figure it out, because really I need more money coming in. So that's what is that's my main focal point right now. Get these coins to come in. So people are asking me, how are you making money? I have digital products. I'm selling skincare, my Glymed Plus. I'm selling that online. What else? All my virtual skin consults. I'm doing that. But I have some other things that I'm working on too. I've been taking online skincare courses for my continuing education. I've been doing that for my lashes. I've just been doing all kinds of stuff, just trying to keep myself busy, but I need to get a little bit more active. I've been thinking about doing some yoga. I might do that. We'll see. So yeah, when we came down on vacation, we were really coming down here to try to find us somewhere to live. I didn't even know where to start. I've been following some Facebook pages and stuff like that. But, oh, look at that lizard. Oh, he ain't got no tail. Don't come over here with that. Anyway, I didn't even know where to start. I wasn't even really sure if I was going to go through with it, And then one day I went out. I was like, are you really going to do this? If you're going to do it, you need to commit and go on and start doing it. So I made a decision. I was like, okay, we're going to do it. As soon as I made that decision, I went inside and I got online, and somebody had posted where to look for places to stay long term. So I went on Facebook Marketplace. That's where they told me to go. Well, they didn't tell me to go. They were actually talking to somebody else in the group. They weren't talking to me. I just went on and took their advice. So I went on Facebook Marketplace and I started looking. My first house I saw, it was too shacky. I didn't like it. But then this little cute yellow house popped up. And I was like, oh, I know somebody's staying in there. I know that was not available, but I'm going to ask anyway. So I got online, is this house available, And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, can we come and see it? And she was like, yeah. So she sent me the location. Y'all, what was so crazy, we were staying at the Cary Blue. And when I came outside and I put the location in Waze, I was so confused because it said 0.5 kilometers. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? Because I'm thinking we're going to have to catch a tuk-tuk or a taxi and ride around and it's going to be back in the jungle or whatever. Child, the house was half a mile away. So we just walked. And we followed yeah, there are no addresses here. So we had to follow the directions on Waze. And it would tell you like 200 kilometers, make a right at the church. There is no addresses. Unless you have like a business, you'll have like a little bit of an address, but everything is by Waze and on location. And what do you call it? When you need to look for something. My brain, y'all, the menopause, I can't remember. I can't remember. I'm not going to stress myself out about that. Anyway, you have to use different things. Make a right by the trash can. Make a right behind the horses in the stable. There is no 123 Toucan Street. You're not going to get that here. So anyway, we found it, and when we went to go look at it, Gia, she liked it. She picked her room, she picked the house, and I talked to my now landlords, and I put down a deposit the next day. I didn't use no lawyer. I didn't do nothing. I was just like, okay, Lord, this is it. So everything just started flowing. So I gave them a deposit. I told them that we'll be back in 6 weeks. Would that be enough to hold till we got back? And they were like, yeah, that's fine. So we kept in communication while I was back in Atlanta. And we came on down, and it's been popping ever since. Yeah, we love it here. I mean, it has been an adjustment, though. It hasn't been, oh, yeah, we get to go to the beach every day. Yeah, we're drinking drinks, and we're running around, and we're doing this. No, it's different. It's very different. You have to learn how to live life very different. And I'm not going to say that it's easier, and I'm not going to say it's harder. It's just different. Like, yeah, I have a washer. I don't have a dryer. I hang my clothes out on the line. The washer, I have to fill it up with water myself from the hose. And sometimes I forget. Now it's overflowing. You know what I mean? So that's a whole nother thing. Like everything, you have to be involved in it. There is no, like in the States, how everything is readily made for us. No, you're not going to get that here. I mean, you can. If you're going to pay, you got money to do all those things. But when I decided to move here, I didn't want to be an American living in Costa Rica. I wanted to live like how they lived. I wanted to experience most of the things. I won't be able to experience everything because I'm not a Costa Rican, But I wanted to experience as much of their culture as I could. I wanted to move around like they do. So that's why I opted for a house that didn't have air, because we could have got somewhere with air. I opted for a place with no air. I wanted to hang my clothes out on the line. I wanted to do all the things that they have to do. So that's what we're doing. And the property that we live on, I don't even know how many acres it is. I know that the family is one of the largest families here in town, and they own a lot of land. But it might be 8 to 10 houses on the property where we're living, and a couple of the family members, they own it and they rent it out. And then the rest of them are family members that live there. So I feel super, super safe where I'm living, because first of all, we live behind the church. Who's gonna come behind the church messing around, So I feel safe. The family, they're really, really nice. They're awesome neighbors. They like me and Gia, you know, they feel comfortable with us being there. The neighbor's daughter, she comes in and out our house. She plays with Titus. She's renamed Titus. His name is Tache now, or Tachito. Their dogs come in and out our house. The matriarch of the family, she's the aunt. I'll show you guys some pictures of her. We had Christmas dinner with her. She's really nice, and she has a lot of fruits and vegetables and herbs and plants all on her property. She's super nice, so if I have any questions or if I need anything, I can always go to her, and she's always able to help. She speaks English. Speaks it, I can't talk. She speaks English pretty well. Her nephew Elmer, he's fluent. He's lived in the States before. But my neighbors, their English is just as good as my Spanish. So we be trying to make it happen. Or we'll use Google Translate. And it works out fine. So, but yeah, I'm comfortable where I am right now. In the beginning, I was like, oh, we're gonna stay here for like 4 to 6 months, and then we're gonna go over here and stay so we can experience. No, who's doing that? Not me. I'm not doing it. No, absolutely not. I'm not doing it. For one, it takes 2 days to get up out of here. 2 days. 2 days if you want to do it stress free. 2 days to get up out of here. Because for one, if your plane is leaving on the 8th, ain't nobody coming to pick you up on the 8th at 7 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody coming to pick you up 3 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock at night to get you to San Jose. San Jose is 4.5 hours away. No. So you got to get to San Jose to be ready to get to the airport on time. So if my flight leaves on the 8th, I'm leaving up out of here on the 6th. I'm going to spend the night, 2 nights, and then I'm going to catch the flight. That's just what I'm doing because you don't know. It could be traffic. It could be a landslide. Anything could happen. The bus could break down if you catch the Meppy. The bus could break down. Anything could happen, you know? And then you just sitting there looking crazy and missing your plane. No, absolutely not. Because I've been there before. We were supposed to catch the bus back. We were going to catch the Meppy back. And we missed one. So I'm like, okay. They were like, another one was coming at noon. So I'm like, okay, noon. We'll get back about 6 o'clock. It won't be too dark. Because I don't like riding on the road when it's dark. So come to find out, they lied. It wasn't coming at 12. It was coming at 2. 2? I'm not going to sit here in San Jose. I'm not doing it. So being extra, we caught a cab. Don't ask me how much it cost. It was stupid. And we're not going to do that no more. But we did it that day. So, caught a cab because I was ready to go home. So we catch a cab from San Jose to Puerto Viejo. And while we're riding, the cab driver was like, there y'all bus right there. The bus that we missed broke down. We got a cab maybe like an hour after that bus had left. We are now passing that bus. That would have been us sitting there on the side of the road. No, absolutely not. So yeah, we passed that bus. And then, there was only one way to get into town because there had been a landslide. So we go in through, it's Highway 36. I don't think it's 32. It's 36. So part of it you couldn't get through. So you had to go all the way around out the way to get to the part that was free to ride through. So you had to go like an hour and a half, 2 hours out of the way to get to the part of the highway that was going to get you to town because there's only one road to get in here. Child, it was a mess. And then my friend's sister was on one of those buses. She didn't get home until like 4 o'clock in the morning. So with all that, I always try to leave out of here and give myself enough time to get to San Jose and chill before I jump on the plane. So 2 days. To get here from Atlanta, like 4-hour flight if you get a direct flight, and then you catch the Meppy down here, which is cheaper. It's $13. Or you can catch a shuttle, which will run you 60 to 80 if there are more people in there with you. If you're in the shuttle by yourself, it might be $250 and up. It just depends. Or you can catch a cab and pay out the ass. But either which way, it's only one road to get in here, and they all go the same route. It just depends on how you want to get down here. It looks like it stopped raining, but I don't feel like packing my stuff out and doing all that again. This is fine for me right now. I got my little towel sitting here because my dress is short. But yeah, what else y'all want to know? I made me some little notes. But some of the questions that everybody's always asking me: how long do we plan to stay? The plan was to stay about 2 years to figure out if we really wanted to be here. And while we were staying here 2 years, of course, we would travel abroad. We would come back to Atlanta, and we would travel around in the country to see where exactly we wanted to live. Because living out in the jungle is great, but I'm gonna need some air in a minute. I'm gonna need some air in a minute. Like, I love being able to come to the beach or have the option to come to the beach, because I don't come as much as I used to when we first got here. But I like the fact that it is right across the street from the house. But I'm gonna need some air in a minute. I'm gonna need some air because it's very, very, very humid. So things in the house will mold. There's moisture always in the house. The floors are always a little wet. It's always something. We have 3 dehumidifiers in the house. We only have a fan. We have to put things in plastic containers. So when I come back from Atlanta, I'm bringing some bigger plastic containers to put some of our things in. So it's just a constant battle with the mold, you know. So we only are going to have things here that we really, really need to have here, because I don't want my good stuff going bad, because I did lose some tennis shoes to the mold gang. But I like the fact that we live on a property that has food, you know. I like the fact that Miss Janet picks out plantains for me, bananas for me. She'll give me, how do you pronounce it? Wanabana, which is soursop. She has it all back there. There's guava in the front of the house. I got a lime tree on the left side of me. There's star fruit on the other side. Miss Janet has papaya. She has lemon balm. Some other little fruit they have is white. It looks kind of weird, but I haven't tasted it yet. But it's food. It's food there, and you can just pick it out and you can eat it. You don't have to go to the store. Oh, because the food is high here. It is high. Things are high here, and I think it's because, for one, this is a beach town. It's a tourist town, and we're so far away from everything. So, like, you need you a blender. They got a Hamilton Beach blender inside Super Cocles. Hamilton Beach is Walmart brand. You might can get that for like $19. They want $60. No, absolutely not. But then in hindsight, I could, because if you use Dual, which is a service where they give you an American address, so you mail your things in the States to Miami, and then they go and pick it up, and then they do all the custom things for you and bring it back. They're going to tax you by weight. I think they charge like 7 colones per kilo. It's like $15 a pound, something crazy. But what you gonna do? So by the time you do all that, you could have just bought the $60 blender. So that was trial and error. I learned my lesson. I'm not really fooling with Dual like that unless it's something very small and light and I really, really need it. I'll just wait till I get to Atlanta and I'll just bring it on back. But those are all things that I had to learn being out here, you know, because you're thinking with one mind like, oh, I'm going to do it this way. And then after you do it a couple times, you're like, girl, that was stupid. Don't do that no more. Lesson learned. But yeah, you can use that outlet Dual. They have another one that they just opened up, but I don't know the name. Because trying to go straight through the mail, it ain't happening. They're not even finna let it come through. They're gonna play in your face like they did me when I tried to send a little tester scrub that was $10 through here. They tried to charge me $150 for whatever fee, whatever they were talking about, to get it through. And I was like, you can throw it in the trash. It was $10. I'm not paying you $150 for some scrub. No, throw it in the trash or send it back. I never got it. So somebody is using my good vitamin A glycolic scrub because I didn't get it. So we don't go that route. So I'll either pick it up from Atlanta or I'll do dual. Now they do go to Panama. A lot of the locals, they'll go to Panama and buy things because it's cheaper and it's duty free. So Panama is like 30 minutes this other way. We're supposed to be going to Panama in a couple of weeks with a friend. What is it called? Bocas del Toro. That's where we're going. So that's not far. Or they'll go to Bree or they'll go to Limon. We went to Limon yesterday. I took Gia to the orthodontist to get her x-rays done for her braces. Oh, her braces. Guess how much braces are here? Nope. For whoever said whatever. Nope. For whoever said whatever. Nope. They're $500. Not even 500. They're less than 500. Gia has to get these spacers in to widen the palate of her mouth because it's still like a baby. So that was 85,000 colones, which is, you just multiply the 85 by 2. That's 170. That was 170 for the contraption they have to put in her mouth. The braces are 170,000 colones. That's 170 times 2. That's 340. $340 for braces. $495, I think she said, once she did the whole conversion. $495 for Gia's braces. She's supposed to have them for 2.5 years. So we will definitely be here 2.5 years. I don't want to go from orthodontist to orthodontist. We'll just stay here until she finishes that. So that's how long we're going to be here for now. But yeah, everything as far as like going to the doctor, going to the dentist and things like that, it's cheaper. Buying food, no, they're going to tax you. They're going to tax you every time. They're going to get you. They're going to get you. Where I stay, you can find somewhere to live based off of whatever kind of money you got. You can find something. It might not have all the things that you want, but you can find something. If you want to pay $200 a month for a house, you can find one. It might not be furnished. It might not have a refrigerator. You know, you ain't got no bed in there. You just got covering, and you gotta put everything else in there. You know, you might need air conditioning. You might want to be somewhere where it's gated and things like that. Okay, so now we at 2,000. You can find that. But for me, the place where we're living is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and it's $800 a month. And some people are like, oh, that's too much. Well, in my mind, I was paying $850 in my little hood apartment. I couldn't walk outside and go to the beach. So I feel like it's worth it. It's just based off of what you feel like it's worth. We got 2 bedrooms, we got a bath. Well, we don't have a bathtub, we got a shower. Got a kitchen, I have a stove, I have a refrigerator, I have a laundry. We have a laundry, we have a backyard, I have a front yard, I have fruit tree, I have a little gazebo with my hammock. I mean, I literally can just walk outside and go across the street and I'm at the beach, you know? For $800, I can't beat that. Grocery store is right over here. I can walk to town. It's like 2 miles. I was walking to town, well, not walking to town, I was walking to Kroger sometimes for exercise by the house. I didn't get to see the ocean. I didn't get to see the beach. I didn't get to see people riding around on their bike. I didn't get to see all of this Costa Rican culture. So I feel like it's a win-win. Yeah, when I finally post this video, it's going to be very raw. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of editing and trying to make sure this is like that. And that's where I get thrown off because I have so much content and I haven't posted it because, oh, this doesn't look right, or oh, I don't like how my head, I don't like how my shirt, I don't like how my hair, I don't like how my nose, I didn't, you know, just all this stuff that I was going through and I didn't want to post it. No. These videos about to be raw and uncut. It is what it is. I'm gonna put it together so you know what I'm talking about. But I have to get this content out here. I have 6 months. I got from vacation, and I got the 5 months from us living here. I got to get it in order, and I have to get it out because that was the whole point. That was the whole plan, to come out here and create content and put it out here so people can see not just the pretty, the real, the raw, not just, oh, I'm out here and I'm your reggae Q and I'm doing all the spiritual. No, no. Yeah, I do go out to the beach and I'll meditate. I do that. I take my walks to clear my head. I do those things, but everything is not, oh, the universe this, the universe that. It's real stuff going on out here. We're living life. We're doing real things out here. Some days me and Gia are not the nicest to each other. Some days we are the best of friends. We are living real life out here. Trying to figure it out. What are we even doing? We're here, we're healing. We've been through a lot. People who know me know exactly what we've been going through. So, we're working through that, and we're just trying to find our place in the world because it's really just us. It's really just us. So, what else y'all want to know? Put some questions down below and let me know, and I'll address them on my next video. But it has stopped raining, and I think I'm going to go and walk the beach a little bit before I go back to the house because I'm getting hungry. So I will talk to y'all soon. Thanks for listening.